Hi everybody! I am hoping all of this is set up right and it's working. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? It looks like some of you have been here for a little while. I don't know if the time difference is recorded in YouTube the way I thought. Hi! I am seeing people. Yay, this is so exciting. I'm so excited to do this with you guys. Um, so I'm a little bit early, just to be sure that I had everything working. It looks like it is. But we can just like wait a few minutes if you guys want. It looks like you're all chatting. Hello, hello. I'm so excited too. I thought maybe I would make, oh, that's a piece of my hair. I thought maybe we would do some stars and moons because of Artemis 2 today. That was my plan. Hello. Okay, thank you, Dana. I'm gonna hopefully kind of figure out everybody's names based off of screen names. So, hi guys. Hi. It's Sarah. Yes, it's me. I'm excited to do this one. Kimekomi is like one of those things that we don't show off a lot, and so sometimes I think maybe it's a little intimidating, and then you'll see it's so easy and fun and fast. So I'm gonna make an elements one today. And you guys let me know. There are gonna be some moments where maybe I might miss parts of the chat, like namely when I am using a knife. So we will kind of go through that. Never done one before. I hope that this makes you feel excited to try. I'm so happy to have received the notification. Normally I do not. I also want to watch the Artemis launch. I'm actually not sure exactly what time. I've kind of been thinking about this, but I'm in Colorado, and so the time differences are all so funny. Hi, hi. Hi, CJ. Hi, Patty. Okay, I'm going to start just, I don't want to run out of time because I do have littles that have to get picked up from school in a couple hours, so I want to make sure that I have time to work this with you guys. So we can just do this. And I apologize if this is like screechy. I'm really excited to see the process. Yay, I'm excited to show you. I know everybody was here a little early. Okay, so if the launch is that's for about 4:30 my time, so might work out for us. It's so cool. We're like big space people in my house. I'm hoping I'm seeing all of these comments as they come in. Hi! I'm so excited you all are here. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so this is a Dear Stella one. I know this is one that we had in the shop at one point. It was paired with some polar bears, and I feel like that was maybe in the winter months. And I don't know the exact names of it, but I bet I could find it for you a little bit later. What else? This one I don't know. Maybe there is a salvage on it. Let me look. I don't remember even where I got it. This one is from... I don't know. It says... I don't actually know this one either. Something of Soho. It's cut, so I don't know where I got it from, but maybe I might find that one as well. The knife is about a 1/4 inch. I lost my spot. You'll hear me do that. I'm gonna sing the whole time. It's gonna be so cool. I hope you're ready, guys. Yep, this was why I picked the fabric. Is it Dana Crow? I'm sorry. I'm gonna mess that up probably many a time today. Okay, I think I did that one already. That would be my bad for looking down too much. If I miss your comment as I'm looking down cutting, I don't want to go off my lines here, but I'll like pause in between segments and make sure I answer questions as they come up. I hope that sound is not so squeaky. Okay. Hi, Robin. Hi, Jean. I know, I am very good at multitasking, but yeah, maybe we keep all my digits today. That would be sad. Make sure I keep this so you guys can see it. This is our last swirl. Thank you for understanding, Debbie. I'm not a lefty. I think this camera is just a little flipped funny. See, rings. This has been a bit of a journey learning how to do all this live stream stuff. So my camera is probably backwards. Okay, that's done. Squeaking is done. Hi everybody who's still kind of getting here. Nancy and Robin. It's actually not Stacy today. Where did I get my knife? It's just like a utility knife, Patty. It is. Hi, Stacy. And oh, I see. I missed it there. Hi. I was like, why is everyone calling me Stacy? Patty, my knife is just like a utility knife. I think we probably just got them at like a Home Depot or something, but they're kind of nice because they have these little snap blades. And if you're careful, you just end up with a lot that'll last a long, long time. Okay, I'm gonna cut out my template for my fabric. Okay. I can kind of see through this and I can sort of pick where I want my pieces to be. Just don't laugh at me as I try to figure out my logistics here. Okay. My ball just rolled all the way across my table. Look what I found. That's okay, Dana. I also didn't see Stacy and was very confused for a moment. Well, that's not gonna work. This blade needs to be replaced. Thought I was so prepared. That's okay. Have you ever had that happen where you go to use one of your rotary blades and you're like, why isn't this cutting? It's time. Thank you very much, Patty. Barb said, hi, Sarah. I like doing Kimekomi. That is what I take when I'm doing craft fairs to work on. They are so fun. They are really easy to just like hold. There's very little measuring and you can kind of just tuck and go. I'm so excited. You're excited, Nancy. We'll see if I can get it back. I don't actually know where the ball went, but we'll just take every step as it comes. I know. Peggy said, all the time on the rotary blades. Why do we wait so long to change them out? It literally only takes a minute. That's boring, though. Nobody wants to do the maintenance. I want to do the fun stuff. Hello, Judy. Just make this a little bit more manageable. Sorry about the reach, everybody. There we go. Found the ball. Back in business. Is anyone able to see the Artemis launch from where they are? Or will you be able to? That would be life-changing for me. Okay, I know that looks like it's not going to work, but I promise it will. From your backyard! Oh my gosh! That's amazing. That's so cool, Rebecca. Debbie said, is the foam ball a 6-line or an 8-line? So this is one of our Elements balls, and it's 8 spirals. So that one is pre-marked into the segments. Which is really, really nice because they're just exactly what you need them to be. Hi, Sarah. I like doing Kimekomi. I take it with me to craft fairs. That's so cool, Barbara. There's this thought that I'm having in my head as I'm sitting here working on this, which is that there are chaotic crafters and there are like tidy ones, right? So in the moment when I am working on a project, I tend to lean a little chaotic, as in there will be piles of scraps on the floor by me when I'm done with this, or thread, or whatever it is that I'm working on. Do you lean chaotic, or we're gonna say maybe tidy? Does this make sense? Because I'm being very chaotic right now. Hi, Christy. Debbie said, Rebecca, that's so cool, right in your backyard. I think that's so cool too. Chaotic for Robin. I like it. We are artists. Chaos is good. CJ said she's totally chaotic. That's so hard to change at my age. I think that chaos is beautiful. Christy said, I think all of us lefties are a little chaotic. Marge said, I'm tidy, hate cleaning up the mess. I do get that. Because that stays and it stays. Nancy said, I try to clean as I go, less mess at the end. Peggy said, definitely chaotic. Same with cooking. If I can, I'll use every pot in the house. Robin says, I organize and get messy again. I agree. Controlled chaotic. Nancy said, I wouldn't be crafting right if there wasn't some chaos. I get that. That is probably true for me as well. If you guys could see the rest of this room behind me, you would get that. Okay. I will make sure to move my hands a little bit more centered frame here once I get my fabric situation under control. There we go. Things are like not swimming in all the extra fabric. See, chaotic. Barb said chaotic is my style. See, I think that is just, you're so eager to get to that next step sometimes. Like having to pause and clean in my brain is like, just does not happen. Not in that order. Dana said, I consider chaos to be a secret power. Christy said, I clean as I cook, can't stand a messy kitchen. I do tend to be a clean cooker myself, actually, but with 2 kids, little ones, not super little, but little, I am generally like trying to manage that chaos in a different way. So at least this chaos is mine. I think I just bumped the camera, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'll say the nice thing. I don't know that once you're kind of good at Kimekomi, you don't really need to do this part. You can just like lay the fabric on and go. Speaking of chaotic, it feels like a very chaotic choice to me. Okay, now we get to do the fun stuff. I'm gonna move this so you guys don't have to look at it anymore. I have 3 waste baskets, 1 by my cutting table, 1 by my sewing machine, and now 1 by my desk where I do ornaments. That is a good way to manage the chaos, Marge. I have just 1, which is why my floor is covered in thread. Okay, let's see here. Robin said, I can't concentrate if I get too messy. It's a thing for me. And when cooking, it's really important for me to be organized. Yeah, that makes sense. Just scared myself really bad, you guys. Like, I wasn't gonna have coverage here. It looks like maybe I have this going the wrong way, which is unfortunate. Real life ornamenting. So let me show you what I did. See, my swirls don't match my template. I cut it because I drew it. I cut it on the I was worried about the pen marks and I got it on the wrong side. Ugh. Okay, that's okay. I wonder if it will. I bet it's the same problem on this. I'm gonna see if I can make these work anyways. But I have a lot of this fabric and it's not a big deal if it doesn't. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna make myself suffer through that. Okay. New plan. I can't believe I did that. Let's make sure this time. It's been a while since I've done one of these. You just said I have done that several times and it's so frustrating. I think, it would happen. I'm wondering if I just did it again. No, I'm just a little paranoid. It would of course happen in front of like a whole audience of people. That is the best way to make a mistake, a beautiful oops, as we like to say in my house. I'm gonna just cut this real wide, that way I can get to a different kind of chaos. Okay. Trish said we all do things like that. I know, but Dana said, I can't tell you how many mistakes I made when ornamenting. We're all here to learn. Yes, we are. If you want to cut on the wrong side, just flip the pattern. I know, and I should have known that. I definitely just made a little mistake there. Deborah said I have done that same thing too. I'm so mad at myself. Yeah, I am. It's an easy fix, luckily, so okay. We'll just cut them as we go this time instead of having everything ready to go. Go ahead and start. I guess I'll have to bear with me just a little bit. This is not something I'm unfamiliar with doing, but it's been a while since I made one of these, and I do feel like there is sort of a certain technique to the like the wrist movement, and I'm gonna have to take a minute to remember how to do that. There we go. Robin said, you don't need to worry here. Thank you, guys. Suzanne said, it wasn't a mistake. You were just showing us what happens when you do and how to correct it. See, yes, beautiful oops. Hi, everyone. Tracy says, hi, everyone. I'm just listening and peeking while working. Hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. There are no mistakes in crafting. Barbara Green said, there's no mistakes in crafting. Call it just redo and start again. Thanks, Zebra. I'm glad to do it. I've already made a mistake, but we're good. Oh no, Dina. That's okay though, I guess, huh? These mistakes do happen. Okay. It's the Dana said it's the full moon. Dang, that full moon. See, maybe celebrating the lunch was the wrong choice. Peggy said, that's why I love this craft so much. Most mistakes are pretty easily fixed. I would agree with that. Hello, Kathy. I would say like this shape, this style, right? These elements ones with the swirls, they're really the only ones where a direction tends to matter. Because a lot of, like, if you're doing like a 6-segment one, then that doesn't actually cause any problems. So probably trim a little bit off here. That looks pretty good. Do want to try to at least catch some of these moons in the swirl a little bit. Hi, Sylvia. Glad you were able to make it today. Okay, I'm gonna widen this a little bit. Well, Sylvia, if you want to, you certainly can. You did not miss much because it was just me cutting fabric incorrectly. So, you are here now, and I really don't have much done yet. Kathy said, another lefty, and you cut with your left hand. I learned to cut with my right as a child and can never cut with my left hand. I'm actually not left-handed, Kathy. I think that the camera is flipped, and this is still like my first time doing something like this, and I don't quite have all of the like the logistics of this quite figured out just yet, but I am actually right-handed. Thanks for the thumbs up, Patty. Thank you. Deborah, I like it too. Really all about space and celestial things is really pretty to me. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Oh yeah, happy to do it, Shirley. I'm excited. This is I think the second time I've ever done one of these on, I don't know how many of you have been around for a very long time, but years ago we did, not on YouTube, but like through a Zoom, where we did like some kind of a demonstration. I can't quite remember the details of it. It was one of our first ones, and I did one of these on camera then too. And so, but that was years ago. This is a whole different thing with YouTube and the chat. It's all different. I'm real excited everybody's here. Christy said, well, us lefties won't hold being a righty against you or anyone. Thank you. Dana said, strategic positioning looks beautiful. Thank you. This is fun. They are kind of nice because, like, if I don't get it exactly right on this one, like, it's interesting no matter what direction you look at it from. And that's what you want, right? This is art. It doesn't have to be, everyone's going to look at it just a little differently, I guess. Peggy asked, do you ever use a hot knife? I have one, but I'm a little nervous about using it. I do not particularly like using a hot knife. I have one as well. They do a really good job at cutting quickly, but I have also found that it makes these gaps a little wider than what I like to use. So I think that if you are a person who struggles with, you know, the sawing motion, right? Like of this, like if that is uncomfortable, a hot knife will do it really fast, but then you just have to use like the lightest touch or a low temperature because it turns into the foam melting really, really quickly. Thank you, Robin. I hope so. I have like a pretty gold trim to go with it, so I'm hoping that this will all look real pretty when it's done. Brian said, hi, everyone. Debbie said, I love how you got them in a key placement. Thank you. Hi, Robin. Thank you, Robin. Guys, I hope I'm getting everybody's. I know I'm like, this is a lot juggling all this, so I'm hoping if I miss you, I'm so sorry. Always forget to widen out these gaps a little bit before I start. Thank you for the thumbs up, Tony. Robin said, now I'm more encouraged to try this. And I have the foam. Yay! I hope you will. I think they're so pretty. And they just don't require perfection. And I like that. Let's see. Judy asked, how deep of a cut do you make? I make my cuts about 1/4 of an inch deep. The knife I use, kind of, there's like you can kind of set it so that that's as far as it'll go, and I just let the stopper stop me from cutting, basically. I hope that makes sense. Judy asked, and do you cut the fabric about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch bigger than the pattern? That's a great question. I actually am right now because I messed up, and I can tell I'm sort of being a little sloppy, because I'm nervous. So you don't need to though. These templates that are printable, it has that extra like allowance built into it. So you could actually cut it exactly the size of the pattern piece and it would work perfectly fine. You would have less to trim off than what I'm doing. I am cutting quickly. So I'm not really like being super precise, and you don't really need to with this style ornament. You can, because you're cutting all of the extra off, it doesn't have to be the same kind of precise that maybe a different style would need to be. Nancy said, I did a 4-line Kimekomi egg over the weekend. It was quick and fun. I'm glad you liked it. Nancy said, I only use a hot knife to cut foam in half or shapes. I don't trust myself to cut lines in the foam. Yeah, I can see that. It just goes very, very quickly for sure if you're using a hot knife. So that totally makes sense. Start to get crowded down here at the bottom. I wonder if that just shot that piece of fabric like right at the camera. Do I want it the other way? I think so. So you might lose a little bit of the moon on this one, but I think that's actually kind of, like, it'll be kind of pretty. Brian said, I did a Kimekomi ornament many years ago. It was stars and stripes on a 4-inch ball. Stuff some batting under each layer of fabric. A lot of extra work. I used to do that too. When I first learned how to do this, it was suggested to me. And it does do a cool thing. It gives it like a really pretty, I don't know, the puffed up edges look pretty cool, like admittedly. But I also found that like it was much harder to tuck the fabric, and especially if something like this where you're working with like little narrow pieces, it was so frustrating. But they do look really cool when they have the batting in them. It's just not something I tend to do because I like to work with these smaller pieces a lot of the time. Dana said, I'm trying to recreate the green and gold ornament we made the other day. I'm presently covered in glitter. I don't know if that's a bad state to be in. I guess it depends on your opinion of glitter. Mine is favorable. I am a pro glitter household. Shining. Dana said, I have the shining. See, pro glitter. Beth said that's going to be a lot of fabric tucked in at the poles. And you are right. It does get that way. But because there's also a lot of trim that gets covering those spots, you don't notice it. There's like a lot of wiggle room and like it's forgiving. And then one of them will end up with a bow as well, which so you can just like put the bow on the messier side and no one will know. Robin said you can always put a pretty bead cap over top. That is true. I have also done that before and it works really, really well for these. Because you're doing a lot of letting the fabric be this star. Brian said, as I watch you do this, Sarah, I am remembering why I only made one of these ornaments. Aww. This one is a little harder because of the curves. But I always think about this style as painting. So you can just draw a shape like freehand and cut your groove and then tuck the fabric in, and that could be your art. And so, I mean, yeah, the curves definitely are hard, and I think some people like to use knit fabric on these because it stretches and then you don't run into like that. They're just different, but just show off these nice big prints and you can see exactly what they are. And this has like a technique to it, but once you get it, it works kind of nice. maybe you'll be inspired to try again. I would start, if there's like a first one to do, I would do a 6-line ball and not working with these kinds of curves, these like inside outside curves, because it definitely takes just a little bit of practice. Trying to catch this other moon on my... So we have more moons on the segment. Sally said, Sarah, you are doing great for your first time on Peaceful Pinning. Love the look of this ornament. Thank you very much. I will take that compliment. I appreciate it. I don't think this one is gonna quite make it. That's okay. Oh, maybe. Ooh, I think I got it. CJ said, I love this ornament. Now I have to do a little shopping. See you in a minute. Ooh, happy shopping. Look at that placement, you guys. Sylvia says, you make it look so easy. Thank you, first of all. I do think this is easy. I don't think that it's a particularly challenging style of ornament to make. So if you're feeling like it looks hard, I will point out that if you've made a quilted ornament, you can do this. They are more complicated. You're just like, you're following lines. So, and then like with our tucking tool, right? This has got like a bit of a, it's not a blade, it's not sharp, but it just snags the fabric in a really nice way. And then these don't have, every raw edge doesn't need to be in there perfectly because we're going to cover them up. Like this is messy, but no one's going to know. Debbie said, CJ, shop till you drop and have fun. See you back here soon. Dana said, I like to imagine that I could do a presentation on YouTube channel. Then I realized I'm way too shy. You are a champion. Thank you. I don't know. Thank you. It does help that I have people talking to me and asking questions and something to do with my hands. Sylvia said, love the material. Thank you. The moons were in our shop at one point in time. I don't think they are right now. It's coming together. I wasn't really sure about these, like the white and the gold, if it was going to do sort of a silver and gold clashy thing, but I'm really liking it now that it's on there. That looks good enough to me. Just have 2 left, guys. So we are on stars. Robin said, that's looking so pretty. Thank you. Debbie said, lots of viewers here. 53. Get those thumbs up for Sarah. Thank you, Debbie. Beth said, we are all mesmerized watching you that we aren't chatting as much as we usually do. And all been waiting anxiously for this ornament. I hope it delivers, you guys. I'm so glad everybody decided to come watch me do these. I really like them. And I want everybody to like them, and I want everybody to try them because they're so cool. Oh. That said, I'm definitely going to try a 6-line ball before I get brave enough to try the swirl. I hope you do. I think that is also the first one I made. They're really good for what am I going to try and say? Like heirloom style ornaments. So like I've made one from a shirt before. I've made one from a wedding dress before. Because you have these big pieces, you're just covering. You don't need as much material. Nancy said, I'm looking forward to more Kimekomi peaceful pinning, peaceful tucking. Robin said, me as well, Nancy. Tamara said, I was afraid I missed you. Nope, we're here. I'm so glad you're able to join us. It's getting really busy at the poles on my ball here. Barbara said, I love your colors. I had one all cut and ready to go. So I'm working along with you. Oh, that's so amazing. I hope, yeah, share it on the Facebook group. CG said, Debbie, I only got some foam. I already placed an order on Monday. I would like to try the red fabric on this. I bet that would be really pretty. my point here on my swirl is collapsing just a little bit because there's a lot of fabric going on there, but I think I've said it a few times that these are pretty forgiving, so you won't even notice it when it's done. Debbie said, CJ, that red will be gorgeous on this ornament. Okay, just one left. Kind of feel like we need to make the moon count, huh? I think this is my best bet. Camera said, finally on my computer so I can actually see. Thank you. It's really pretty. I appreciate that. Glad you're able to watch along. Turn my glue on its side here so we can start getting ready for the next part. I wonder. This is always the hardest piece because everything has got fabric in it already. Let's try that again. That's not really laying the way I want it to. Tamara said, the swirls really aren't that awful. I had a harder time with the diamond star. The diamond star has lots of little pieces. So you can definitely, they're all just different. I don't know that any of them are hard per se, but. CJ said, Debbie, I think it will too. I have white with silver to complement it. Another one has green branches and silver. I'm going to try both and see. CJ, are you doing a swirl? Is that your plan with the red and the silver? Like a peppermint? Oh no. Well, I'm sorry that it didn't show up though. Please, if you need us to check on anything, send us an email because we will definitely look into that for you. I'm so sorry. Oh, this keeps happening where it's just popping out here because there's so much fabric in the other groove. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine, but doesn't want to stay where it's told. I'm not gonna get bullied by my fabric today. That said, I'll give it a try. The ball I have before I buy any more. I'm sure I will love it though. Dana said, never have too much red. CJ. Tamara said, I made a 6-line with my Easter fabric. It looks like a beach ball. Not gonna lie, but I love it though. It sounds pretty. I almost did Easter fabric today. Debbie said, CJ, those are my colors, especially like the silver. I want one with the peppermint stripes or just plain red with silver bling fabric also. Ooh, that sounds so pretty. CJ said, I know that's right, and green. I love hunter green. Also very pretty. Nancy said, I used a disc to make a Kimekomi. Came out pretty cute once I got over the fear of it. It went along very easy. Yep. We actually, I don't remember 100% for sure, but I feel like we did a pumpkin a few years, well, yeah. The patchwork pumpkin is Kimekomi on a disc, I believe. And I think that one also has a template that will give you like a fabric cutting guide. That's real cute. Dana said the Ornament Girl Shop has such sweet fabrics. It gives me a toothache. Glad you like them. Tamara said in 2023 or 2024, you had some really pretty Christmas fabric cut in the OG shop for 6 lines. They were really pretty. Like they were the pre-cut ones. Is that what you're talking about, Tamara? I'm trying to remember. I know that we sometimes have those moonlight kits that are like pre-cut, and those are great. And I have seen, we've done some really pretty fabrics for those. Okay, we're gonna, ooh, this is gonna be scary. Okay, I think we're good, almost. Debbie said, along the lines of gingerbread theme. So cute. CJ said, not a peppermint, but glittery red and white. I bought it from a different vendor and then just forgot and bought it again. Brian said, I like your fabric choices for this ornament. Thanks, Brian. I think maybe you missed the beginning because this was my picks because of Artemis launch. Artemis 2. This is my lunar elements. Tamara said, yeah, pre-cut for the elements ball. Yep, that sounds right. Or it was probably moonlight. I don't know if we've done pre-cuts. I don't recall if we've done pre-cuts for elements before, but so here we are. before the trim. Sorry, let me do that. It's looking pretty. I don't love how messy this is right here, but I'm also not going to be a perfectionist about it or I'll never get it done. Okay, trim time. Dana said that turned out beautifully. Let's get the bling out. Thank you. I'm not a big bling person on these because I do really like to, also I just don't have anything today for this, but the trim is my favorite part. I do love, it takes something that looks not finished and like all of a sudden it just is finished, and I think that's really, really fun. Debbie said, red and white will still fit gingerbread theme. I can't wait to see them. Tamer said, I can never remember which one is which. I love both elements and moonlight. Debbie said that would be awesome. I have gingerbread fabric with complementary fabric. Okay. Oh, I should measure this. Dana said, oh, I didn't know you glued it on. Here I was thinking you tucked it just like the fabric. I don't actually know if anyone does it that way. It is, for me, always glued on. And I always find something that's hopefully super clear in case it like over sprays. And like, maybe want to clean this up just a tiny bit. Tamara said, I'm sitting here with my mouth hanging open because I never thought to glue on the trim. I'm glad this has been enlightening. See? Now it's going to be that much easier for you guys because I could see how tucking the trim would be a lot. I am gonna just use this little needle or just make sure that none of the like threads are sticking out. Kimberly said the ornament is so very pretty. Thank you. Dana said glue is a wonderful thing. It is. Tracy said, so beautiful. I've not done this style, but have done an 8-section and a 6-section fabric balls used to use as a wreath embellishment. I did those before finding OG, so now I need to do this pattern. I hope you will try it. The swirls are so satisfying. One thing we can try to do is tuck the ends in a little bit at the top. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, that was probably loud. I did tell you guys I was a little chaotic when I craft. Brian said on my first Kimekomi I jumped right in and did a swirl pattern. Yep, those curves they're tricky. Tamara said, I'm being called for dinner, but thank you for sharing your expertise with us, Sarah. I am glad I caught some of it. Thank you for coming and watching. I am really glad you were here. Thank you. Bye, Tamara. We're gonna go. Kind of feeling like I wish I had put the top at on this end and not the other side because it's a little messier over here. That's okay though. What mess? I don't see a mess. This is what I mean when I say these are really forgiving. Like, that's a big mess, but it's gonna not even look like that when I'm done. Hi, Kat. Thanks for coming on. we're going to be playing chicken with my trim here today. Kat said, that is gorgeous. Thank you very much. Dana said, it really does go by pretty quick, this ornament. They really do. CJ said, I did one with Argyle sock colors. It was plain looking. I think now that maybe had been the fabric. I don't know. I think that you can always, with Argyles, they're like diamonds. Like you can add always things to those points, and they always look really cool. If you're looking for a way to like jazz them up a little bit. Nancy said, that is so pretty. Thank you. Sylvia said, you did a great job with the peaceful pinning. Thank you. This is a lot of fun. Kind of fun to be able to chat about it while I'm working on it. Guys, I do this every single time I make one of these, which is that I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's coming together really nice. Sorry. And then as I get to the end and we're at the part where it actually looks finished, I'm like, oh my gosh, how is that even possible? It's so transformative. Just adding the trim. Let's see if we maybe need to edge this over a little bit. Sally asked, Sarah, where do you get the trim? It's really pretty. Okay, that's a great question. This came from probably Michael's. I found it, or I tend to find it in the there's like the canvas, like this little canvas, like plastic canvas. There's like, they have stuff like this. So this is loops and thread. It's all the same. You kind of want something soft. I have some other ones that are a little plasticier and they're harder to, they don't go where they're told as nicely. I also think that the cord that we would like suggest for like the corded cuties, or what I was telling Stacy on, I think yesterday, that whatever the cord that our bundles, the fabric bundles are shipped with, would work really well for this kind of thing too. Because really all you're doing is covering up these tiny little lines. Barbara said, I have had fun crafting with you, Sarah. I just put my last strip of trim on. I have to go. I will do the bow and post it tomorrow. It has been fun. Thank you so much for pitting or tucking along with me. I'm glad you're able to like work right alongside. That's so neat. Thanks for watching. Dana said, bling covers multitudes. That is the truth. I didn't even measure this one. I just forgot. How's that for exactly what I needed? Okay, I'm just gonna look over this really quick and make sure that nothing funky is going on anywhere. Okay, so here's our finished swirl. CG said, have I ever mentioned that bling is a good thing? Okay, bows. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this. I like with Kimekomi sometimes to just do like a really simple 2-loop bow. I think that's what I'm going to do here. This is going to be the pinning part because I haven't really done much pinning yet. I think I maybe need this to be a little bigger. What do we think? Yeah, I like it. Let's see if I can. Nancy said that is so pretty. Thank you so much. Brian said beautiful ornament. Thank you. It's basically doing just like almost like the way we do our party bows, but just one loop on each side. Okay. Ooh, this ribbon is making me nervous. You guys can't see this, but I keep trying to move my finger out of the way so I don't stab myself. But every time I do it, the ribbon slips out of place. There we go. I don't always do what I want them to do. I might glue it. Dana said, every time I try to make bows just by eyeing it, they come out so weird. I don't have an eye for it. I also don't have an eye for it. And if I was doing anything other than like these 2 loop things, I would be doing like either our gift style bow or using the, I like this a lot, the bow tie template a lot. So when I do anything that is going to be, that requires like any sense of symmetry, I'll usually use one of those techniques to get it to actually look even and not like all wonky. Sally said, oh wow, never thought of the cord from the fabric. I believe that the fabric is designed to match the cord. And those bundles so that you can use them for hangers for your ornaments. So like that way you have things that are all perfectly paired. It's like a really cute way that our shop puts things together. So here's my finished Elements ornament to celebrate Artemis 2's launch. For those who get to watch it, that will be so fun. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. Ah, thank you, Nancy. Thank you. I hope you guys are feeling inspired to try like this style. Thank you guys. Thank you all for your patience while I cut the fabric wrong and like watching along for that and everything. And being so kind as I like worked through this for the first time. I'm looking forward to doing more of them. Thank you. Thank you guys. I'll probably do something quilty, like folded next time probably. Thanks for watching, guys. I am probably going to jump off here in just a second because it'll be about time for me to go pick up my babies. But thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching me do this. Thank you. Oh, you guys are all so sweet. I really appreciate it. So much encouragement. I love it. I hope you will try it. And if you do, yeah, let me know because I want to see them. Amazing. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you being here.